Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work.
Fall in.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Trey. Sorry for the delay. Had a couple of things going on, but I'm here. What's good? First formation, morning sports talk. I'll hold y'all all tuned in. We've been having a great weekend. Of course, a lot going on as usual in NBA. NBA. We all know we went down Selection Sunday, so your favorite institution is high, hold, locked, and load. So what's good? What's good with y'all? What's going on? I hope everything's been great. We're getting ready to get into it. As we know, the week is upon us. This week starts the new year for NFL. So for all you gridiron fanatics, you get to sit up and go through all of it again, the highs, the lows, and everything, and what you get to talk of opportunity to see what is going to be taken to build a better team, a better roster, all that type of stuff. NBA action is fantastic. Got that going on as well. So yeah, so let me sit up and, like I said, what up, brother? I'm good, man. What's good, Eric? Glad to have information this morning, man. I'm good. Running a little late. I gotta get my stuff set up. I had to go to the VA this morning to get my blood drawn, and uh basically that took longer than expected. So now I'm here trying to get it here so we give y'all exactly what y'all wanted. So the easiest, I guess, of the situations is for me to just tap in a little bit with the NBA action. As we know, just as soon as early as yesterday. Well, hold on, let me refresh. Which it was yesterday. Definitely. What's good, Anthony? What's good, fam? What's going on, bro? Glad to have you formation. So let me see. You know what? I'm not going to short. Where is March Madness? You know, upon this, basically, actually, one day, technically, when you look at it, when it comes to March Madness, because the play is, quote unquote, the play is start tomorrow as people vying to get into the actual tournament for them 11 seeds to pop up. So let me get up women's and men's for the most part. So not wanting to short anybody. I hope y'all favorite teams made it. I didn't get a chance to sit up and talk about Bishop because I know one of the Oklahoma teams made it. The women's Oklahoma team is locked in. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Oklahoma women sooner. You know what? That's what I haven't heard a long time. Boomer sooner. I haven't heard it so long from the part Bishop's lips. But nothing wrong with it. It'd be like that sometime. Let me get it. Let me see. As we pull up the bracket for the men's, it's going down. What region is it? Of course, you know, if you don't know, if you're in the rap, you just watch us and just for the antics that come time and every once in a while we get into some actual sports action and talking. So of course, for the most part, the NCAA tournament is a tournament of 68 teams in which all 4 of the 68 teams get a chance to play. Well, correction, more than 4. 8 of the 68 teams get an opportunity to play for the option or the opportunity to play in the 64-tier tournament. In that 64-tier tournament, the tournament is broken down to 4 quadrants. That's the South, North, East, and West, in which these 4 quadrants of 16 teams play one another for what is the coveted Final 4 that are left to be the semifinal game, of course, to put in position for the championship game. in said quadrants. Oh, hold on, let me see. Who is playing in the? Let me go back. I need to go that one. So, of course, yesterday, Selection Sunday, a lot of people felt a certain type of way, of course, when you looked at it, because they felt like their team was quote unquote snubbed because they didn't get they weren't selected, or they felt like they had was more befitting to serve as a the team, as opposed to the teams, that one of those teams being Vanderbilt. Now, when you look at it, Vanderbilt knocked off some people over the course of the season, but they took some hard losses too, losing to the likes of Grambling uh, and other lower tier teams is what presumably put Vanderbilt, coached by, of course, Jerry Stackhouse, on the outside looking in. So, with all that being said, Grambling didn't get a selection on Selection Sunday, in which they figured they had quadrant 4 wins. Quadrant 1 wins, of course, in which they felt a certain type of way. What's good, Bishop? What's going on, brother? How you doing there this morning, sir?
Man, good morning, WGO, WGO, WGO. What's going on? I came on here earlier and wasn't nobody here, so I was like, well, maybe Trey had some stuff going on.
Oh yeah, I was getting pin cushioned at the VA, man. They couldn't draw my blood this morning.
Oh, okay.
So that's what
I
was sitting there looking. I was like, bro, I've been here since 7:35, and here it is. I didn't leave till 8:55. They couldn't find my blood. But I mean, in case it's here, I was just shouting out, even though I hadn't got to them yet. I was just shouting out the fact that Oklahoma did have a team in the Final Four. It's the women's, but it's a team.
I said that.
It's the women's. It's the women's. Yeah. They got a call up. I mean, USC got both men and women, but I mean, you can't always do it.
It don't matter. You not in the Final Four. You mean in the big tournament in the March Madness? You mean?
Yeah. You with the women. Because the USC women's is the 8th seed, and the USC men's is the 10th seed.
And what is the Oklahoma women's? What's they seed?
I think they were a 12 seed.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm trying to sit up. I don't know why. I was just telling everybody, it's just bear with me as I get the brackets pulled up to go over and just explain the regions, because it was that I pulled up the one on, of course, CBS, but they're missing the who was playing for the 16 seed and the 11 seed. So I'm trying to find up a different one. A lot of technical difficulties going on over here. Everything.
You out here, because when is
the so I know the first of the play-ins start tomorrow. It starts tomorrow.
So you gotta get your bracket in the day then.
Well, it's only the what's that called, the play-in. The ones that it's just the play-in. The ones that's been voted that say okay, they have an opportunity. They're the 16 and 11 seeds basically. So
right.
Yeah, they're the ones that the late, for the most part, latter of the day.
Yeah.
How was the weekend, man?
It was good, man. It was good. I didn't really do nothing. We got in the pool a lot this weekend. It was nice, Friday started baby girl's spring break, so she on spring break right now.
Mm-hmm.
So she sleep as we speak.
Living the best life.
Yeah, that part. That's her part right there, bro. She's definitely living her best life right now. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think I may have a copy of it here, Trey. Let's see if you can see this one. This is a pretty decent one. Matter of fact, I like this one. I don't know if they can see that one real well though. Can you see that, Trey?
Mike was on Friday. Here you go. He commented to you.
No, it's not like that, Mike. I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad he jumped on here. I hate that I missed you on Friday, Mike. The reason why I wasn't on here Friday, Mike, is it was a lot like how Trey was today. It wasn't for me, but it was for my car. My engine light came on again on my vehicle, so I had to take it up there first day. I don't know if you know how. I'm sure you do, but got to take it up there. I had to take it up there and have them look at it and all of this good stuff. And just for them to sit and have me wait and tell me, oh, I guess at the BMW dealership, they tell you, excuse me, basically, if you need a loaner, you basically have to have a what do you call it?
That part of the Stanton, he left that part out. They just say it's nothing.
Hey man, you weren't about to Trey, don't I did tell you that. Don't sit there and say
he did not. He stood up and said he had a new car. Like, but Pete Gay,
I did tell you
this car for two. He had that car for 2 months, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't tell you I got a new car." I was like, "No, you surely didn't." And then he went and took the new car back to get another new car. He's like, so it's like
it's been a lot going on with the car thing.
That part, the standard new car.
It has, but either way, so I had to take it up there, and then come to find out with BMW, with BMW,
vehicles.
They had me sit around and wait to tell me, oh, if you need a loaner, we have to set up an appointment for you to get a loaner. So they can't look at my car.
Another one.
They couldn't look at my car, and they couldn't look at my car, so they had to set me up for. I'm trying to be like Bishop, great role.
Now I get it and see why.
Mike, I'm not hiding, bro.
That's why.
Ain't hiding money. I'm not, man. I'm not.
That's what I see now. I get it. Understand why y'all have such an affinity for Bishop. I get it now. See it.
That is not it, man.
I completely understand.
That is not it. That is not it. But anywho, so they reset up my appointment. So I got to take it up there on Wednesday, first thing in the morning on Wednesday, to get it serviced or find out why this engine light keeps coming on. And it's not new, obviously. Keep Up with the Joneses is trying to keep up with. No, this is coming from a guy who has an M series BMW, mind you. Don't let LeStanton pull the wool over y'all eyes, yo. LeStanton has an M series BMW that we a few of us has ridden in before. So don't let LeStanton sit here and gas y'all up like that. And I know that this dude sitting here
like LeStanton said, and I wonder what wing is the vehicle parked in.
Oh my God, here we go, bro. Ain't nobody fooling with y'all today, man. Ain't nobody. Is this not one good enough for y'all to see? It must not be because y'all talking.
He said, but only one. You have two.
I do not have two. I do not have two BMWs or two vehicles. I do not. I had one. I traded it in. I got another one. Didn't like it. It was too small. The wife didn't like it. My daughter didn't even like it. She was like, Dad, that's too small. I didn't like it. I said it was too small initially, and I settled. In
2 months. What's good, Kanique? What's going on, sis? What's good?
And then, good morning, Kanique. What up, T? What's good? What's good? And then I got another one. I went back to the original one. I went back to the original one because that's the one I wanted in the first place. Because the BMW I currently have is a navy blue color BMW. It's navy blue. So I 4 cars. I did not, man. Y'all see this, and then Trey get mad at us because we talk about how we be doing him. See, this is why they did you, Trey, because that is not the case.
4 cars in 72 hours. That's not even.
Ain't nobody fooling with y'all, man.
Balling.
Ain't nobody
fly high.
Ain't nobody fooling with y'all, man. Ain't nobody fooling with y'all. But this, as y'all can see right here, this is what Trey's talking about.
They can see it. They can say, well, see, I can say because I have one. So why that one's up, I can see. So of course, like I was saying, you have the 4 regions broken down. Mm-hmm. In the South region, Alabama comes in at number 1. They will basically face off against the winner of even Texas, Corpus Christi, or Southeast Missouri for the opportunity to play the number 6.
Alabama didn't come in at number 1, did they? It looks like number 6 on here.
No, the number Alabama is the number. They're 1 seed. Alabama's 1 seed in the South, and Maryland is an 8 seed, and they will face off against West Virginia, the 9th seed. From the 5th seed, San Diego State and Charleston at the 12th seed. 4 seed, Virginia and Furman at 6 seed. Creighton and North Carolina State at the 11th seed. Baylor is a 3rd seed, taking on 4th seeded University of California, Santa Barbara. Missouri, shout out to Two people that we know for a fact as always is Missouri fans. Eric.
This ain't right. This can't be right.
Eric is a Missouri fan.
Because
Mizzou gets
Oklahoma
in.
is on here.
Oh yeah, that's not right. And the 7th seed, so 7th seed, and then 10th seed, Utah State. Arizona comes in at the 2 seed, as well as Princeton at the 15th spot. Moving into the Eastern Quadrant, Purdue, the number 1 seeded team in the East. Brandon Miller is a problem. Yeah, diaper as Dick Vitale called him, the diaper dandy. Number 1, Purdue will face off against the winner of Texas Southern or Farley, who face off on Tuesday tomorrow. I think for the option, the ability to be the 16th seed at number on the AC.
This might be right. Okay,
Memphis and Florida A&U at the 9th seed. At the 5th seed, Duke and Oral Roberts at the 12th seed. Number 4, Tennessee and Louisiana, Raging Cajuns coming in at number 13 in the East. Kentucky, the 6th seed, Providence at the 11th seed. Kansas State and Montana State come in third at the 3rd seed and 4th seed. Michigan State plays USC at the 7th ranked Michigan State versus off against number 10 USC in the East. And then Marquette, the 2nd seed, number 2 seed, faces off against Vermont, the 15th seed. In the West, moving across the bracket at 1, Kansas gets the number 1 seed, although they got smacked up by Texas by 20 points in the Big 12 championship game. Kansas did enough over the course of the year to earn the number 1 seed. They will face off against 16th ranked Howard. At number 8, Arkansas will face off against number 9, Illinois. St. Mary's from California is the 5th seed, facing off against Virginia Commonwealth in University at 12. At number 4, UConn. At 13, Iona. At 6, TCU. At number 11, Arizona State or Nevada will be the 11th seed. Number 3, Gonzaga faces off against number 14, Grand Canyon University. At number 7, Northwestern will face off against Boise State at the 10 spot. In UCLA, let's go the Bruins. They'll face off against 15th University of North Carolina, Asheville at the 15th slot, and then close out the 16. Houston is the host city, as well as Houston is a number 1 seed in the Midwest. They will take on number 16 ranked North Kentucky. At the 8th and 9th seed, Iowa faces off against Auburn. At the 5th seed, Miami will take on number 12 ranked Drake. At number 4, Indiana will take on 13th ranked Kent State. At number 6, Iowa State will take on the winner of the Mississippi State Pittsburgh game. Xavier comes in at number 3, facing off against 14th ranked Kennesaw State. Texas A&M is the 7th seed and will face off against 10th ranked Penn State. Number 2, Texas closes out, and they will face off against the 15th ranked Colgate University. So that's the bracket for the men's, as that looks to be tapped in, or we already know it goes down for the most part. Of course, we always tend to see. I know at that number 7 and 10 slot, currently only one, as of yesterday, only one 7 team was expected to win at that point. And against all people, it was the 7th seeded Michigan State was expected to be 10th ranked USC, but all the other 10 seeds were expected to win over the 7 seeds. I've seen that as disrespectful. But in any case, they had that. We already know we usually see upsets at the 5-12, the 10 at the 5-12, the 10-7, and the 6-11 to where. Hold on one second. Let me take this call.
Okay, so yeah, the tournament, as y'all see, man, the tournament is first round starts March 16th and 17th, and then all the way to the Elite 8, which is March 25th and 26th. As we all know, we are into March Madness, and this is what it is, man. March is a good month. Of course, it's my birthday month as well. We already sprung forward, so the time has changed. So it's time to get it started for this upcoming spring as well as summer. And it starts off by kicking it off with March Madness, men's and women's. college basketball tournament is about to be up on us. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the women's tournament bracket as we wait for Trey to handle this phone call. Who do y'all have, man? We would love to see y'all bracket. Or see who y'all have winning the college. Let me see, women's basketball bracket. Okay, yeah. Who y'all have in the Final Four for this year? Let's see. Let me make sure. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. No, that's not the one I want. Let's see. Let's get it. This one it. Okay, here we go. And this is the women's. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. Okay, Seattle 4. Okay, 318, 317. All right, here we go. So let me go ahead and put this up here for y'all real quick. Let's get this crunk, man. Let's get this started. So the women's bracket. Here's the women's, and theirs is about to kick off as well. The women's bracket, and so we got in the first round starting on March 17th, which I think that's Friday, right? Friday, yeah, this upcoming Friday. We got number 1 seed South Carolina versus 16th seed Norfolk State. We have South Florida number 8 going up against number 9 Marquette. We have the number 5 Sooners, Oklahoma Sooners versus number 12 Portland. The Sooners are ranked number 5. We have number 4 UCLA versus number 13th ranked Sacramento State. Then we have number 6 Creighton versus number 11. Well, Creighton has to. No, yeah. Looks like Creighton has to wait to see who wins out of Illinois and Mississippi State, I guess that is. And then number 3, we have Notre Dame versus number 14 Southern Utah. We have Arizona. Number 7, Arizona versus West Virginia. Number 10, West Virginia. And then cross. That's in Greenville 1. In Greenville 2, we have number 1 ranked Indiana versus the winner out of, I don't know who that is, but they're waiting, obviously. Then we have another Big 12 team as number 8 Oklahoma State faces number 9 Miami, Florida. We have number 5 Washington State versus what is that? FGCU number 12. I gotta find out who that is. Number 12. At number 4, we have Villanova versus Cleveland State at number 13. Number 6 ranked Michigan faces off with number 11 UNLV. Number 3 LSU faces off with the 14 ranked Hawaii. At number 7, North Carolina State faces number 10 Princeton, and at number 2 ranked Utah goes up against Gardner-Webb, 15th ranked. So that was, and then Seattle 4, we got number 1 ranked Stanford versus, well, they have to wait to see who they're playing. Number 8 Ole Miss versus number 9 Gonzaga. Number 5 Louisville. Number 5 Louisville versus number 12 Drake. Number 4 Texas, another Big 12 team versus number 13 East Carolina. Number 6 Colorado versus number 11 Middle Tennessee. Number 3 Duke versus Iona. Number 14, number 7 Florida State versus number 10 Georgia. Number 2 Iowa versus Southeastern Louisiana, ranked 15th. Then at the top of the bracket over here, we have Virginia number 1 with the number 1 seed Virginia Tech versus 16 Chattanooga. Number 8 Southern California USC versus South Dakota State. Number 9. At number 3, we have at number 5 we have Iowa State versus number 12 Toledo. Number 4 Tennessee Vols going up against St. Louis at 13. The North Carolina Tar Heels, number 6, gets to see who they face, whether it's Purdue or SJU. Number 3 Ohio State goes up against number 14th ranked James Madison. Number 7 Baylor up against number 10th ranked Alabama, and number 2 UConn versus number 15th Vermont. And that is the first four. Down here at the bottom, we have games that are up, leading up to those games that are above it, which is the first four, they call it. There's Southern University, which is the game I just saw up here a minute ago, who's going to either face I forget who it was, versus Sacred Heart, both ranked 16th, facing each other. Tennessee Tech, both 16th, facing Mount Mount. And number 11 Illinois versus Mississippi State, which we saw that up there. And then number 11 Purdue versus St. John's out of New York. So that is the women's bracket as of now. A lot of, as you see, the championship is going to be on April the 2nd. The Final Four is going to be March 31st. Time to be announced. So get your brackets in. Time is now for the men and the women. So again, here's the women's bracket Final Four. It's in. Is the women's bracket, is the Final Four in the finals in Dallas?
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
You got Final Four in Dallas, and then you got the other ones in Houston.
Ooh, wow. Okay, but here's the women's bracket, just so you know. So the games that are coming up here on Tuesday are the ones right here down at the bottom. As you can see, the four that I beating South Carolina. I know, man. You ain't never lying, Calvin. Oh, girl, she's killing it over there, man. She what's her name? The former player.
Don
Staley.
Don Staley.
Don Staley, man, she's killing it out there, man. It's gonna be hard to beat them. But hey, don't sleep on UConn. Definitely never sleep on. You can't sleep on UConn. You can't sleep on Stanford. Texas girls is playing great ball. Oh, and Baylor. It's a bunch of teams that's gonna give
LSU,
Don Staley a run. I'm telling you, they're gonna give them a run. I don't think they're gonna just run away with it. But yeah. So that's the women's right there. And then let me hit y'all with the men's one more time so y'all can see it. Get your brackets in. I think the deadline is tomorrow, I want to say, to get your brackets in for the.
I think it got till Thursday technically, because tomorrow between Tuesday and Thursday, between Tuesday and Wednesday, you got opportunity to basically see, because like you said, those play-ins, and then once those play-in brackets are set, Thursday is the day which for the men's is when they start playing, because that's when the brackets will be solidified. So basically, whoever wins on Wednesday is going to have to hightail it to their region, and then be ready to play on potentially Thursday or Friday. Of course, I think the women start on Wednesday, so it's about to go down this week. It's going down this week.
Okay. Hook 'em horns. Here we go. This dude here, bro. Well, here's the bracket, man. Here, y'all see it. There it is. Get your brackets in. Hook 'em horns mopped them Jayhawks, Big 12 champs.
They did. They sit up and ran one back on their 20 points.
They did.
Drug them.
They did. They did what they were supposed to do. Can they finish though? That's the question. Can they finish?
Well, it's we gonna see. We seen the number
one. They won the Big 12 championship. They won the Big 12. I think they won it last year too. But what did they finish?
Yeah, that's true. They talk about. I looked at Andy Katz. His prediction is that Purdue ends up winning the championship this year. In which
for the men,
yeah, that was his prediction. In which there was not a single. Purdue was the only one seed that was around once it was said. I don't know about that. Our stars a lot. So I mean, we'll see. It'd be interesting to see University of Houston or even Texas Southern, both Houston represent us to be potentially in that. But I mean, it's a long shot for the Texas Southern. But Houston as a number one seed potentially to be playing for the championship in their home in their home state. In their city. With I went to a thing to volunteer. I went to an orientation, and there was so many Houston Cougar fans in that room for orientation. It's like Houston pride was everywhere. It was interesting. Got up there, they taking pictures with the Sassa's nice.
Yeah, they do got that.
Got the center looking like Sassa's nice. Dallas kid, Sassa going down, hurt Houston. Sassa's nice. So it's going to be rich. I'm kind of revved up and ready to go for this year's March Madness tournament.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be lit. This is the best time of the year when it comes to March Madness. Everybody, when it comes to basketball, especially college basketball, everybody looks forward to March Madness and what it all entails. Because again, you got the men and you got the women's March Madness going on around at the same time. So you just got you if you love basketball, you get plenty of basketball during the month of March. After you get to pass those first 2 weeks of March, after that it's basketball heaven. So yeah. About to go down.
Other part of the spectrum where we look at sports, he just talked to you about the men as women. NBA conversations is going on. So of course we know first and foremost, get it out the way. Ja Morant, 4 more games added on to his hiatus. So he's down and out currently for the most part. But luckily they lost to the Lakers the other night by the score. They lost to the Clippers on Saturday night. By the score of they beat the Clippers.
They did 112 to 1 Mavericks.
They beat the Mavericks
1 away.
Without said Ja. I know Cal was very appreciative of that. Last night, 6 games in rotation. First and foremost,
who did the
here we go
win against the Nuggets?
First and foremost, the Nuggets dropped the game to the Nets by the score of 122 to 120. The Nets led by Mikal Bridges, 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, 15 points apiece from Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith, 14 points from Cameron Johnson. Nick Claxton dropped a 20-piece, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 points from Royce O'Neal, 12 points from Seth Curry, 9 from Joe Harris. As the Nets was able to take care of business for the Nuggets, of course, Nikola Jokic, 35 points, 20 rebounds, 11 assists, triple-double, yet another one. He just drops triple-doubles like it's
like it ain't nothing.
Yeah,
like
you know what I'm saying?
Like
23 points. Yeah,
day.
basically that's what I'm about to say. Like he just puts his pants on. 23 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists for Michael Porter Jr., 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists from Aaron Gordon, but for the most part, that's where it stopped. 16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist from Jamal Murray, but nothing really. So, of course, you expect them forward to do damage. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, 8 rebounds on the night, 9 points on the 8 points on the night, 9.9 rebounds, 3 assists from Bruce Brown, 7 points apiece from Christian Braun and Jeff Green, and 2 points from Reggie Jackson. The Nets will go down as far as their 3-and-D players shooting percentage. So, with the dub, the next are 10 games above 500. That's not bad. 10 games above 500 is pretty good, especially when you look at the fact especially when you look at the fact you only got almost 10. You almost in the 10 game left category. So for the most part, you can expect the Nets might not miss the playoffs.
That part. They have a great chance making the playoffs.
Making playoffs, yeah. They're pretty good.
Yes, sir.
12 games remaining on the season. They're in pretty good standing.
Pretty good, pretty position. Yes, sir.
As long as they don't just start losing, then they're good. But as long as even if they can finish the year at 6-6, they're good. They should be good. So of course that for the next, the Cavaliers and the Hornets, not really any damage, anything in trouble for the Hornets. They get the win 114 to 108. Cavaliers led by Darius Garland's 28 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists from Donovan Mitchell, 15 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists from Karis LeVert, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, Ricky Rubio. For the Hornets, they are, of course, without LaMelo Ball. He, of course, is done for the year after he broke his right ankle. So they were led by Terry Rozier's 27 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 15 points, 12 rebounds from Nick Richards on the night. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, Gordon Hayward. 19 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist from PJ Washington. 9 points from Makaluch and 5 points from JT Thor. You know what? As I sit up and was going over that, I wonder what does it feel like for a team, although they were in the playoffs last year, what does it feel like for a team that consistently loses? And you know what I'm saying, the fact that you look at, here we go, another year, because everyone comes in with that mentality that, okay, we're finna do some work, we're gonna do some damage, we're going to take care of business. But then once you start thinking that once the season starts going along, you start slowly but surely falling to the wayside, and then you'd be like, oh man, here we go again, another losing season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's just I don't know. You just kind of I don't know. That's a hard pill to swallow, man.
Just to consistently every year.
Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow, bro. To
You lose
continuously
every year.
lose every single like they're the Jets of basketball.
Another game last night, the Philadelphia 76ers hosted the Washington Wizards, in which the Wizards tried their darndest, just couldn't hold on, losing by 19 points in a game in which Corey Kispert, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, pushed the envelope for them. Double-double from Kyle Kuzma, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists from Bradley Beal. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, Monte Morris. For the 76ers, led by Joel Embiid, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. A double-double from James Harden, 18 points, 14 assists, 2 rebounds, 10.6 rebounds, 4 assists from DeAnthony Melton, 11 points, 3 rebounds from Tobias Harris. Tyrese Maxey, 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. But all the heavy lifting done by the starters. 76ers win 112-93.
What uniform is this? Is this the?
I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was a different uniform. Definitely different.
Is this the All-Star game or something? Like what in the world?
Detroit, Charlotte, Orlando.
Are they? Is this? I mean, is this the? Is this in recognition for cancer or something?
I'm not sure because cancer
cancer is on.
Cancer is in October.
October, right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, breast cancer is October.
Right, facts. Oh, look at what the Euro. Look at Embiid with the Euro. Embiid with they got uniforms. What is that? Brotherly love. What is that?
So I guess it was a different edition. I don't know what the edition. Maybe the city edition. That's probably what it was. The city edition.
Of you the city edition. You said Embiid with
the city edition. So that was something for this to put on for the cities and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So Embiid, he might be Cal, but I think Jokic is too far ahead, man. As long as we all know what it goes down, if you're a consistent triple double getter, then you have a good chance of winning. At this point, Jokic is, I think, averaging a triple double.
Yeah, he is. We just say he's a walking triple double for real.
Yeah,
like
he's a bucket. Like
he get a triple double, like putting on his pants on a regular.
The dude gets a triple double, like he averages like 2 triple doubles a week. So,
bro, this is like the 76ers. Them playing the Wizards is like them playing a high school team, bro. Like they just have their way with them. If you look at it, like it's like nothing they can do. Like if you looking at this game, look. Yeah, brotherly love. That's what it says. Yeah, it's like nothing they can do. Like they're just having their way with the Wizards. They can't stop them. Their defense is. I mean, that was good D, but that was just a great shot. But
that was a good shot.
That was a great shot. But I mean, just like look, that's a great move.
Marcus said Jokic is going to win MVP again just to be a bounce in the first and second round.
That part, because that's what they saying. They can't finish. They saying Denver can get all the way there, but can't finish. Man, shouts out to the 76ers. Is the 76ers Trey, in your opinion, are they a threat coming out the East?
I think so. Because like it's just like Cal, both Cal, even Marcus was just saying. For the most part, when you look at it, they're the 76ers. Embiid are making, like you said, they're making a push, in which now is like I think they're kind of under the radar when we talk about Boston and Milwaukee. So the 76ers is currently that team. I think there's one of each in the league. I think Sacramento, as much as I hate to say it, Sacramento is that team in the West. Especially now that KD is out due to the ankle injury that he sustained last week. So Sacramento is that team in the West that people aren't really paying attention to or not really worried about because of the old. And I think Philadelphia is that team in the East that's kind of like floating under the radar and no one's really paying attention to. that has a potential to knock off the 1 and 2 slot if they have to play. So definitely that
Okay.
Denver, freshly in the first seed, will probably slack off a bit.
Okay, and with that being said, then let me ask you this then. Since you say that you think they're do you feel like they can make it to the conference finals in the East?
Nah. So currently as a 3 seed conference finals, I think at this point I think we're looking at them being who would they play? They would end up running into would it be Boston?
Either Boston
or Philadelphia.
Not Philadelphia. They are Philadelphia. I'm talking about Philadelphia.
Minnesota. I think they end up so as a 3 seed, they're a 3 seed. So they end up running into Boston, I think. No, I don't think.
You don't think they can make it to the conference finals?
I think they get bounced in the second round.
Okay, second round. Okay.
What Kyle said, Denver always has a top 4 seed and can never capitalize on their home court advantage.
That's crazy too.
So in the game, another game, of course, last night, the Portland Trail Blazers were in New Orleans, faced off against the New Orleans Pelicans, in which the Pelicans got yet another win. CJ McCollum busting Portland up yet again. He just busted them up in Portland a couple of weeks ago. He catches them on his home courts, give them the business again.
Let Dame know what he lost. Let Dame know, hey, I'm that dude. I'm that dude. If you know, I'm that dude.
Anthony Simons led the field for Portland, 17 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. A lot of 10 points a piece from Trenton Wofford, Shaden Sharp, Lasir Little, and Matisse Thybulle for Portland.
What do you think McCollum is thinking right here? What do you think? Look at his face, like you thought I was gone. My game was gonna be lacking.
And so this is true. This is so true, Marcus. I think if New Orleans was to get Zion Williamson back, in which he's going to be back for the playoffs, more likely, it might be dangerous for a team, regardless of when New Orleans comes in at. Because right now, New Orleans is in a 4-way tie in the East. In the West for the 9th slot. So if Zion comes back, it's probably going to be problems for whoever faces up against New Orleans in the playoffs if they are able to get in. How many MVPs make it to the finals and win it? Not many.
That part. Dame taking a game off when the Blazers need to make the play-in is questionable. I know he's Teflon to criticism, but he's a people's favorite. He is. Because he's very that's one thing about Dame. He's very humble. You don't hear a lot from Dame, man. But Dame don't really say a whole lot. He let his game speak for him. Dame don't have a whole lot of words for people or anything like that. Dame's gonna let his game speak on the court.
Last night, go ahead. You said he's gonna do it.
He's just gonna move on. He ain't gonna it is what it is.
It is what it is. Because CJ McCollum last night, 22 points, 11 assists, 5 rebounds on the night. Double for Jonas Valanciunas, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 41 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist from Trey Murphy III as he was cooking last night. 19 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist from Josh Richardson. It's just unprecedented from all over the court for the most part for the New Orleans Saints, in which they go ahead and they, like I said, continue to hold down the fort as they are currently locked into a 4-way tie for the 9th seed to get their situation in the Rats. Blau, Trey Murphy from the Trey.
Trey Murphy from the Trey. Yeah,
they gotta get on. You want to leave?
These boys, they ball,
it just becomes that point. You get to the point where you just you get locked in, and it's like no matter what. Look at quick step.
Ooh, kill and the foul and draw the basket. When it comes down to it, man, their team. Ooh, that was deep. Ugh, that was deep. Ugh. Yeah, they're a different team with Zion on the floor though, but they definitely are a formidable team with Zion off the floor. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it just shows Murphy was having a game. He was having a game. Look, he's in his book. He's in his bag. I mean, he's definitely in his bag, bro. He's giving it to him any way he can from the floor, in the paint. Caught him jumping.
Wow.
take that. Like Murphy was just feeling it. It would look like it was Murphy time, not Dame.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was.
It was
And
Murphy
sometimes
time, baby.
you get to the player gets into that zen area and they start making it happen. And so it's like that definitely is what came about from that. So like I said, with that they put themselves into a tie, in which that was a game in which they needed to lose for saying to better my squad, but it didn't happen. But I mean, saying stranger things had happened. Shout out to Murph on his game last night.
Man, shout out to you.
Two more games last night. The Oklahoma City Thunder faced off against the San Antonio Spurs, in which the Thunder were victorious by a score of 102-90 for the Thunder, led by Jalen Williams. Is 21 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, 15 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists from Josh Giddey. Ousmane Dieng, 17 points, 8 rebounds on the night, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists from Dario Saric. 8 points from Lindsey Waters. Of course, if you hear there's no Shea Gilgeous-Alexander around, but OKC was able to still get the dub last night. For the Spurs, they was led by Zach Collins, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists for Devontae Graham. 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, Doug McDermott. 6.6 rebounds, Devin Vassell. It's over for the Spurs. The Spurs and Houston, Houston, and Detroit all have already been eliminated from the playoff contention. So just like Marcus is sitting here talking about, I'm taking to the AC to play Denver. So it's like they don't get an opportunity to take to the AC, but they do get an opportunity, like Coach Cal was just talking about earlier. Some of these teams know Cancun well, so already. From that point, Houston, San Antonio, and Detroit can already start to make their plans to pull up. You know what? Maybe they move from camp. Maybe they go to the Turks or something this year. Maybe they try to make it a little different. Yeah, trying to make it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. I got all your needs for travel. Hit me up. I can make it happen for y'all.
Yeah, it wasn't a good look.
Oh, it says Spurs. Cal says Spurs and Pop ain't crazy. They think can steal nothing. OKC they can steal nothing. The Victor Wembanyama sweepstakes, and of course, last but not least, with the late game, the Los Angeles Lakers faced off against hosted the New York Knicks, in which just on the cusp. RJ Barrett, 30.6 rebounds, 2 assists. Julius Randle, 33 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Emmanuel Quickly, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. With the this guy. It wasn't enough, of course. I mean, it was enough as the Lakers.
Y'all lost to the Knicks. Y'all lost to the Knicks, bro.
It happens. DeAndre Russell, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists on the night. 13 points from Austin Reeves, 14 points from Dennis Schroeder. Anthony Davis, 17 points, 16 rebounds, 4 assists. 12 points for Ryan Hachimura. It just wasn't enough as the New York Knicks sketch just edge out.
Julius Randle running the court and gets the foul.
Him and Barrett dropped 30 apiece.
Oh, nothing running the court. Yeah. In LA. Oh, they took him down in LA.
And so I could say, what's up, Leslie? What's good?
Oh,
I could say that we didn't have LeBron, but they didn't have Jalen Brunson either.
Ain't that your boy right there, number 7? Ain't that
he traveled?
No, he did not. Ain't that wasn't bad passing. Is this 2K? Wow. Bad passing. Throwing alleys. Oh, look, boy, they showing out in LA.
Cal say AD got D'd up by a 7-foot G leaguer.
Oh, bruh.
So that's true, Marcus. That they are snapping team, and they just outplayed us. The 4 point. It wasn't like it was a blowout. 4-point victory for the Knicks. This
is disrespectful, though. I mean,
they broke up the Lakers' 3-game win streak and ended their 3-game losing streak. So, I guess they made it work.
This is very disrespectful. He blowing kisses to the Laker fans. Julius Randle's like, y'all take that with you. How you like them apples, Laker fans? How you like them apples?
That's
He
where
blowing kisses.
So you say that you had audio on him saying that how you like them apples? That's what you
No. He probably said something different, but I'm just saying.
Josh Hart is that dude. I do agree with you, Cal. I like Josh Hart in his play game. I wish the Lakers wouldn't have let him go in that trade, sending him to New Orleans, and now he done been from New Orleans to Portland to back.
It's plain and simple, bro. Trey, this dude just need help, bro. Really?
It was so AD, like Cal said, AD got D'd up. He probably ran into something he didn't expect. Lakers have been winning since Westbrook got traded, and the Clippers have been losing. Well, the Clippers are trying to get back on track. I think they're a 4th or 5th seed currently in whatever case like that. So with that being said,
the Lakers don't want to see the Clippers. I know that. The Lakers don't want to see them.
With that being said, the Bucks currently lead the East by 1.5 games over the Celtics, coming in at 2. Like before mentioned, the 76ers are the 3rd seed right now. At number 4 comes the Cleveland Cavaliers. At number 5, the Brooklyn Nets currently holding on. Like I said, we just talked about they're probably going to make the playoffs. It's not likely they're going to drop out from the playoffs. And if they can even continue to win the 6 of the last couple of games in which they have, they might be able to hold on to that top 6 seed. The New York Knicks, with their win last night, moved to the 6th seed, or stay at the 6th seed. Currently, when you look at 7 through 10, you have the Miami Heat, the Atlanta Hawks, the Toronto Raptors, and the Chicago Bulls have made their way into it, holding on to a half-game lead above the Wizards and the Pacers for the most part. Currently, the Magic at 13 are only 4 games out of the of that 8 of correction 2.5 games out from the Bulls. The Bulls at the 10 spot are only they're a good distance. So right now the real battle is in the 7 through 10 spot for in the East. In the West, the Nuggets have a 5-game lead over the now 2nd-ranked Sacramento Kings. So the Kings are keeping on their come up. The Kings are currently tied with the Grizzlies in the West. Both of them 5 games behind the number 1 ranked Nuggets. The Suns are at 4. The Clippers at 5. The Warriors hold on to the 6th spot, just a game ahead of the trailing Timberwolves, who at the 7. The Mavericks at number 8. At number 9, the Utah Jazz. At number 10 is the OKC Thunder. At number 11, the Lakers currently sit out. But again, like I said, 4-way tie for that number 9 spot currently. With that loss, if LA would have won, Bishop, do you know that we would have went from the 9th seed to the 10th to the 6th seed? But we lost and went from the 6th seed to the 5th seed to the 11th seed. That goes to show how tight of a race it is in the West. Even the Trailblazers at the 13th seed are just 4 games out from the 6th seed. So it's going to come down to the wire. It's definitely going to come down to the wire for the most part. In which the Trailblazers are very sure on the cusp of being a potential elimination. Currently, they're 68, so they got 12 games remaining on the year, and just 4 games out. It's going to get spicy in the West.
Yeah, it is. Very much so.
Let me see. Mavericks 34-34, 12 games. The money is really in that 6th seed, in which the Timberwolves and the Mavericks are 1 game from the 6th seed, and then the Lakers are 2 games from the 6th seed at the 11th seed. Correction. Pelicans at the 12th. At the 12th seed are currently 2 games from the 6th seed. It's going to come down to it, in which a lot of those teams are going to be playing each other soon. In these coming, of course, tonight's games, 7 games on the night. The Pacers take on the Pistons. In Detroit, the Miami Heat will be locking up with the Jazz. So let's go Heat. The Mavericks and the Grizzlies face off. So again, one of those conversations. Let's go. I gotta rock with the Grizzlies on this one. We need a little help here and there. The Hawks and the Timberwolves. I'm rocking with the Atlanta Hawks on this one. Let's go. Atlanta, ATL in the building. The Houston Rockets and the Celtics will be facing off in Boston. In Houston. The Sacramento Kings and the Milwaukee Bucks will be doing battle. And of course, the Phoenix Suns will be hosted by the Golden State Warriors. I'm Team Phoenix in this regard. Let's go Phoenix in this game. Any dub in any L we can get those teams that's in the lower part could be beneficial to the Lakers overall.
Yeah, the Magic going to make it interesting down the stretch. They are. They're going to be a team that's people going to slip on, and they're going to find a way. Very interesting, in my opinion.
Let me see. Oh,
yeah, Trey. Hold on, Trey.
Yes, sir. So, of course, moving on, like you said, putting an action going on, like so that's NBA. Round ball is live in effect. Heck, you even got, matter of fact, let me pull that up. Did I take let me see. Round ball is in full effect. You even got yesterday, the rankings dropped for the rankings even dropped yesterday for the National Military Basketball Tournament's latest and greatest in their rankings. Although I don't actually really think there was any large movement. Let me pull it back up. I thought I had it. Like I said, a lot going on this morning, so I was a little not fully prepared. So the standings dropped for the National Military Basketball Tournament. At number 25, Joint Base Fort Sam Houston Rangers coming at number 25. West Texas Military Basketball Fort Bliss at number 24. Tinker Hawks at number 23. At 22, Mayport Hurricanes. At 21, Camp Pendleton Marines continue to keep in the hunt. At number 19, Scott Phantoms. 18, Naval Base San Diego Tritons. At number 17, Nellis Air Force Base Lightning. At 16, Colorado Military Basketball. At 15, Fort Gordon Eagles. At 14, Meyer Hunter Generals. At 13, EMCMB Lejeune. At 12, Elgin Eagles. At number 11, the Cannon Commandos. At 10, Fort Benning Yellow Jackets. At 9, the Lackland Warhawks. At 8, the Herbert Commandos. At 7, Fort Carson Mountaineers making the appearance. Oh, at 7? Okay, I see you, Fort Carson. At number 6, Luke Air Force Base Thunderbolts. All right, Coach Paris. At number 5, RJ and the Hawaii Elite. I just seen they cleaned up some teams over this weekend. At number 4, the AFA, the Air Force Club Team Falcons. At number 3, Langley Eustis Raptors. At 2, Fort Bragg Basketball. And at 1, of course, who's been holding it down the whole year, the Fort Hood Phantom Warriors. At this point, I don't think the Fort Hood Phantom Warriors are going to end up losing their number 1 ranking. They've been holding on to it. I have a stranglehold on it, actually. So a lot to be made to come out in that. Of course, some teams receiving votes: Fort Irwin, Davis Monthan, Warren Roberts, and Shepherd and Barksdale also get honorable mention in the rankings. However, there's only 16 slots as we know it, in which it's not looking good for anyone outside that 16, the potential outside the 16-man roster. Looking for those teams outside the 16 spot. But like I was saying, Fort Hood holding on to that number 1 spot, stranglehold on it, almost over 365 days on it. Well, maybe not 365, but pretty close to it. Fort Bragg, of course, we know made a difference. The Independent is really going hard, basically. So, but more to come. Of course, we know a couple of weeks left before the NMBT announces the 16 or gets to start the 16 teams. When those where we already know there's a couple of automatic bids already out there, or one particular with the Joe Hall Classic champion already securing that one, and so we know at least one team that's going to be there. We have the NBA. They dropped theirs today, or which one was how? What's the
It
date?
was on the 7th.
Okay, so they should
They said
that's
the
back.
said the next 23 rankings release won't be until the 23rd. So this is the most recent.
Okay, the most recent one. So okay,
There you
and
go.
then of course, until the NMBT's number 16 is the MBA's number 1 team. It's almost like the AP 25 versus
the coaches poll.
The coaches poll.
Yeah.
And then of course, the difference is for those that pay attention, the NBA only ranks the teams that play within the Military Basketball Association, and then the National Military Basketball Tournament ranking is based off of everyone, all the teams that play potentially in military basketball in general. So of course that's some of it, but when you look at it, this is where some of the situation comes in where people discuss and wonder, like, okay, Luke is currently I think 11-1 on the year, and they're number 1 in the NBA, of course, most likely, but they're number 6 in the NMBT. Bishop, when you look at that, would you be upset as a coach if you was Coach Daniels? Would you have any angst in fact that in one ranking, not all the teams, you're number 1, but you would be number 6 in the other ranking, but you're number 6 in the rankings with everybody?
I don't think I would be upset, Trey. I think the fact of the matter is, just like you said, it's a lot like the coaches poll versus the coaches poll versus the
AP poll.
FBS, AP poll and FBS and all that. You know, everybody's opinion on who's number 1 or where they fall on the rankings is up to that individual.
Mm-hmm.
So as a coach, I wouldn't be upset. But I know in my opinion, as a coach, I would feel like we got a lot of work to do, because in somebody's eyes, they feel we're not number 1 and others feel that we are. So we need to make sure across the board that there's no question and no doubt we're number 1 in everyone's eyes. And so as long as you're in the top 16, it don't matter. Got to come to play regardless. Facts. And that's a great question. I mean, that's a great statement, Marcus, because when it's all said and done, just because you rank number 1 don't mean you gonna stay.
Nothing. Yeah,
it means nothing.
We're going to see it soon with these March Madness start. We know it's plenty of times. We've seen those.
What did you just say a minute?
Five ranked.
Yes, you said a minute ago. What number 1 team made it to the? Or didn't what ranked number 1 team made it to the final four?
Yeah, it hasn't been a while since the number 1 team has been ranked in the West Coast. So Purdue, out of 4 number 1 ranked teams. Mm-hmm. Purdue was the only one that was that made it to per Katz, who is a expert, quote unquote, on the NCAA tournaments. Only one Purdue was expected to make it from his admission. So I mean, when you look at it, when you look at the same thing that goes on, that's the same thing. Sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get or who you're gonna run into, especially when it comes down to these tournaments. So just like Coach Holland said, you just for the NMBT, you just got to be a 6 to 1 of them 16. And when you're into that field, then you just got to understand and know it's go time. And
that part,
what is expected is you never know what you're going to get into. So of course, like I said, that coming up heavy in a couple of weeks, we should start to hear who was that. Matter of fact, I know him and Mike Barker and Mike Richardson are supposed to meet in his office today to discuss going forth, because I know the Hero Sports is supposed to be doing the streaming for the games for the tournament. So I know they have a meeting today as they discussed on the show on Friday. So I'm pretty sure more to come out as they get into it. I'm gonna have to hit Mike up about something as well in reference to it as well. But you know what I'm saying? It's going down. This is what they always a chance to look for, to be. I don't know, Coach Hollins, you tell me, or Coach Cal, you've been in the position as well. What is the whole mystique or the whole thing behind getting afford an opportunity to go to nationals? Is it because, like Coach Hollins said, there's only 16 slots, and basically you getting an invite is saying that you are considered one of the 16 best teams in military basketball? Is that what it comes out to be? Like, why is the Nationals so big at this point, or why is it big in the eyes of players and coaches? Even though there's some other stuff going on, but why is it so big in the hearts of those coaches and stuff like that, and the players and everything, to get a invite to Nationals at this point? If y'all could, basically, okay. He said if it's one of the biggest tournaments, you win that. If you win, you acting different.
No, say it ain't so.
You got a whole different swagger, huh, Coach? You walk around, it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm NMBT in lore. I get it, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest tournaments for military basketball, so I can understand it. So, like I said, we plan to be pulling up and seeing what it's all about, seeing what the hoopla is about, to see how it goes down. So of course more to come on that. Going down into July, August, into April, towards the end of April.
Sure.
20, what's that, 27, 20, 23, what's the 26, 28? Let me make sure. The last weekend for Nationals.
Okay. Yeah.
The last week. Oh, yeah, the 28th to the 30th. Bishop.
Yes, sir.
NFL, man.
Let's get it. It. We got some.
What do you think? Oh, bro, do you know what I've been seeing?
What's that?
A lot of talk going on saying Lamar Jackson would shred the NFL if he linked up with a particular coach on the West Coast. That coach being Kyle Shanahan.
That's not gonna happen.
And the San Francisco 49ers.
Not gonna happen. Get that out your head.
Y'all don't want it to happen. There's a difference.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
San Francisco ain't got no number one picks to give up anyway. So
that's right. Y'all ain't got nothing to give up. That's why I said it's not gonna happen. Y'all ain't got nothing to give for that. Nothing. Y'all gonna give the rest of y'all. Gonna get
for the rest of these, like, you know what?
20,
just take all
20,
our
30,
picks. Yeah,
20,
just all
first round picks.
It's like, you just take all our picks. We don't need them.
Oh yeah, man.
We don't need them. But yeah, so a lot going on, man.
It is.
We see trades and stuff.
We just Jalen Ramsey is now a Miami Dolphin.
Now him and Xavier Howard, that rivals
that
to what we see in Eagle with Philadelphia. Hold on. What problem? I see you already. The NFL season is getting ready to get started again. So I see you starting early already, Bishop. So what problem is it as a fix?
Fix the problem in Miami. It wasn't
the problem.
The problem in Miami.
What problem did they have?
Was Tua.
No, he wasn't a problem. He got injured.
That's a problem.
No, so it's not the type of problem which you say. Like, if he hadn't been injured, Miami might have been a different.
See, we don't know what. That's the problem. We don't know what Miami would have been because he was hurt. We don't know. That's the whole issue, bro. That's my whole issue. That's what I'm saying. Because he was hurt, we don't know the possibilities or the outcome of what Miami could have been.
Brady ain't coming back, Marcus. I think Brady's done. Well, let me ask this: the all great, the almighty Bishop, is Brady? Is Brady coming back?
Brady's not coming back, y'all. Know that.
Okay.
Brady's not coming back. He's not. He's done. He is done. Tom Brady is done. He's not coming back.
Y'all spoken?
I have not. I wish I did have Tom Brady. He's been on the show many times by now. Tom Brady. Look up to Tom Brady. Know that he'd have been on him. But no, he's not coming back. I don't see Tom Brady coming back for any reason. He has no reason to come back. What is his purpose?
Look at Tom. He's like, let it go, Marcus.
What is his purpose? What is his purpose to come back? What would be his purpose? He's done everything.
I think the only reason it makes sense for him not to come back, and I think he realizes like he's done. Like he doesn't have. I'm very sure he has the drive to sit up and still continue on, but he's done. Like it's done, bro.
Like there's nothing left for him to do, bro. He's done the ultimate. He went from one team and went to a whole nother team and took him to a Super Bowl and won.
So you're basically saying that he does. There's nothing more.
There's
So
nothing else to prove. He has more Super Bowl rings than any quarterback, any player in the NFL. What else is left for him to do, bro?
so I don't know if it was a proof thing. I think it was just his love. So when he came back last year, I think it was well. Actually, I'm not going to. I don't think we can use last year as a example because I honestly think he came back last year because the situation was going on with him and his now ex-wife, and he just needed a getaway, a breakaway. Now the year before that, it might have been subjective to why did he come back after winning the Super Bowl, or was that the Super Bowl year he won? In any case. I don't know. So, do you think that he shouldn't even been in the position to win that second Super Bowl with them?
Do I wait? Say that again.
Do you think he was in a position where he shouldn't have been? Do you think he shouldn't have been in position to win that Super Bowl? Basically, he shouldn't have came back to play with Tampa Bay. He should have just let it go.
Last year. You talking about last year?
Yeah. When he came back from when he left New England and went to Tampa Bay, do you think that's the year he should have really hung it up and let it go?
No, because he proved the point.
Okay,
he proved the point. I think he proved the point that people, didn't think he had anything left in the tank, and he proved the point that he could, that he was able to do it. Now he needs to break away from them D linemen. Yeah, I think he proved the point, bro. I think he wanted to come back and show that it ain't all everybody's giving all the accolades to what's his name, the coach, Bill Belichick. They're giving all the accolades. I need y'all to give me some respect too and give me some of them accolades. I'm gonna show y'all when I go over here to Tampa Bay that I can do just as well without Bill and go over here to Tampa Bay and do the same thing.
So okay, it was year 2. So that's why I say so. Year 2, he should have retired basically.
Yeah, last year. That was last year.
That was last year or year before?
Yeah, no, that was last year.
How long did he play? He played 2 years after New England.
Yeah, he only played 2 years with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that last year. That last year should have been. I'd have left it alone after that. I mean, I get it. You was on the
run. Last year was his fault.
I wouldn't say it was his fault. I wouldn't call it his fault. No, I wouldn't say it was his fault because he didn't. It ain't like he had a abysmal season. It wasn't one of his greatest, but it's still. They still didn't they make the playoffs? They made the playoffs, didn't they? Yeah,
they barely.
Yeah, they skeeped through, but yeah, no, I don't think. I don't think it was his fault, in my opinion. I don't. I think he did all he could do with what he had. It just wasn't enough to get him over the hump and make it to a Super Bowl appearance again. Even if he made it to the Super Bowl, I don't think last year, I don't think he would have won it. Their team just wasn't the team in which they were the year they won it. Belichick going to have his hands full. His division rivals are getting absolutely, sir.
That seemingly presumably adds to the fact of what we think, what the reason why they call Tom Brady the GOAT. So it was Belichick. I mean, it was Tom Brady, presumably.
Facts. That's fair to. That's so fair to say, bro. Not taking away from anything from Bill Belichick, because you still got to look at it. Bill Belichick is still the maestro when it comes down to all of it. Yes, Bill Belichick has to have the scheme, how to play against whatever team, so forth, and all Tom has to do is execute it. But he has to execute it to a point to where it's going to be successful, and Tom Brady's done that. But Tom Brady showed when he went to Tampa Bay, that if a coach knows what he's doing and can give me the right plays and let me do what I do when I'm on this gridiron, I can make you successful. Let me show you, man. And that's basically what Tom did. Let me show you, man. That's what he did.
Oh my goodness! You know what? What's funny is I'm laughing so hard is because I'm thinking when you said Maine, I'm thinking that it makes me instantly put something in my mind. Terrence Howard. Who is basically, he said he's about to hang up his acting shoes and he's gonna call it quits.
Yeah, he said it. Yeah. But this right now, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. This right now is the talk of the town. What do you think about this trade?
So, one, I wanted him in the gold, red and gold, but I mean, it didn't work out that way.
Y'all remember that time Trey talked about all that noise about Bishop on everybody. Bishop trying to get this person, trying to get that person, trying to get this person. He want everybody over there. Look at this dude. Anytime a marquee person is available, oh, I'm trying to get him over there. Oh, you heard him just heard him talk about Lamar Jackson. Oh, we need him over here. Like every single person. But look who's trying to get everybody now. But anyway, go ahead.
What the hell stopped the Cowboys from matching this offer? So now you have Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey lining up. Now I get it. People talk about Jalen Ramsey is suspect, but still,
he definitely get beat deep. He gives up a lot of deep balls.
Mm-hmm. But now Jalen Ramsey is on. You know, what I'm saying, is somewhere where he can thrive. He's getting closer and closer to being home again.
Well, this is where they said. I heard him talking about it a few minutes ago. Mm-hmm. This is where Jalen Ramsey always wanted to be. This is where he wanted to be in Miami. So now he's where he really truly wanted to be coming out of college. Do you know the type of player he's about to be? And he's finally got the team he wanted to be on.
And now he gets to set up and match up with. Now he has to in practice. Mm-hmm. The same players we talked about being deep. Tyreek, Jalen Waddle. So he's probably going to get better than what he is currently.
That's scary.
And just for a third round pick and a tight end.
And tight end Hunter Long. Yeah.
Were you upset? Y'all don't need corner. I mean, y'all do need corners, but y'all don't even know what y'all got going on in y'all. But I'm very sure y'all wasn't going to give up anything for Jalen Ramsey. But
yeah. Speaking of the Patriots, the Falcons trade for Jonnu Smith.
So now they're trying to put Smith, and maybe they're going to move what's his name to wide receiver as opposed to tight end.
Who that? The big boy. I know you're talking about
the tight end with the speed.
Yeah. Who's already playing pretty much wide receiver as it is.
Yeah, maybe they're gonna move him to wide receiver.
They might,
especially when you take they lost Ridley. Ridley's gone.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley's gone. Yeah.
So maybe they move him to tight end, or maybe they use a double set on that. Nyheim Hines has restructured his process of reworking his contract with the Buffalo Bills, which gives him a chance to earn more than what he was previously scheduled to make. He was supposed to make close to $5 million for the 23 season. They're restructuring their contract to make it work for them. Of course, we already know they've signed linebacker Tyler McKeith as well as Sam Martin as punters. I know Bishop in his mind, when I say punter, I'm bringing a punter, he laughs because Bishop is one of those people who don't think punters and kickers make a difference.
I didn't say that. I did not say they don't make a difference.
Kickers and punters matter too.
They do. At that part, Tommy, I totally agree with you, Tommy.
So I seen a list the other day, and currently, do you know who is expected to be the starter in Atlanta as of right now? Well, of course, I know it's going to check. Desmond Ridder. No, Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder. Oh, okay. Desmond Ridder isn't bad. He's not. Desmond Ridder's not bad. He's not bad. I think he needs a mentor to help him get through his thing, to coach him up.
The Cleveland Browns have gone and restructured Deshaun Watson's case. I mean, his
contract.
His contract, yeah. To create basically restructuring Deshaun Watson's contract, create $36 million in cap space. Would you be willing to do that if you was Deshaun Watson? Like, we ain't talking about, it's not been even, bruh, I just stopped playing. Like, I guess you would. I guess it's a good thing to sit up and be like, okay, yeah, I'll restructure my contract so y'all can make some room. even though because I just took the money because I ain't played nothing but only played 6 games.
Yeah.
Do we think we see the Deshaun Watson from old? What do you think is going to happen?
I think he's still there. I think
You think
he
he's
is.
still there?
I think he's still there. I it's yet to be determined, but I think he's still there, man. I don't know. It's hard to say because of the fact that we didn't really get to see a lot of them last year because of the suspension. But I think he's still there. I think it's still in him. I think we just got to pull it out of him. I think we just got to pull it out of him and go from there.
Odell Beckham.
Yes. What about him?
Where do you think he ends up this year?
I don't know. The thing is, you're taking a huge chance with Odell Beckham, bro.
Does he even get picked up in free agency, or do we
I think somebody will give him an opportunity. I do. I feel like someone will give him that chance. Who it is, I have no idea. But I feel like somebody will give him an opportunity to be a player for their team. I do.
If you're the GM in Philadelphia, does he get a look?
No, probably not.
Wow, no, you're not.
No, probably not. We're pretty
Don't you
solidified.
dare! Don't you dare!
We're pretty solidified at our wide receiver position.
Don't you dare!
Yes, we are. We're pretty solidified.
You're capping right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, your point.
So you would take Quez Watkins over Odell Beckham?
Mm-hmm. Quez Watkins is way faster than Odell.
So speed is
it matters when you have a possession receiver in AJ, you have a take off the top in Devontae, and you put speed in the middle, going in them crossing routes. As you see, Quez Watkins was a problem in the slot.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you should have. You should have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you should have. You should have. Yes. Quez Watkins was now. Mind you, don't get me wrong. If we were to get Odell Beckham, I would not be mad at all.
But he wouldn't be on your as a GM. He would not be on your.
Not at 20 million. Not at 20 million, bro. Not at 20 million.
Not even 5 years for 20 million.
Because I feel like that 20 million can go to because someone else. Miles Sanders is up for 24. Why am I going to take a chance on Odell Beckham, who's accidentally who's injury prone, where I could keep Miles Sanders running back
2 ACL injuries.
Yeah, when I can keep Miles Sanders, who doesn't have any of those issues, at my running back core. No, in my opinion, no, I'm not going for him. If we get him, he fall in our lap. Okay, cool. I'm not mad, but I'm not pursuing him at all.
So currently, speaking of the Eagles,
and then we don't need that. We don't need that problem with him and talking about not getting the ball. We don't need that. None of that.
Do you think he doesn't get the ball?
Well, we
does
already
he not get the ball in that offense.
Well, is there enough balls to share? We're talking about him. We're talking about Devontae. We are talking about AJ. Like we had 1,000 yard receivers in Devontae and AJ. You think Odell gonna come in there and be like, oh, I'm only gonna get 500? Oh, hell no, I'm making 20 million. I want more than 500 yards. Nah, that ain't gonna work, bro. And now we don't need Jalen trying to figure, damn, I gotta get the ball. I gotta get.
Well, maybe if y'all stop doing so many quarterback sneaks and stuff. Hey,
it got us to the Super Bowl. It got us to the Super Bowl.
Don't worry about that because the NFL figured it out. The NFL figured it out.
It got us to the Super Bowl, baby.
Ain't no more of that.
It got us to the Super Bowl, baby. It don't matter. It got us to the Super Bowl. This is what Trey was talking about earlier, y'all. This is about to be a problem. This is about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem out there, bro. That's about to be a problem, bro.
I think we played them this year too.
It's about to be a problem, bro. It's about to be a problem. Most of NFL among current DBs.
Ramsey.
It's about to be a problem, bro.
Thinking back to per NFL, their 101 best free agents out there. y'all, the Eagles, when I say y'all, are
Mm-hmm.
sitting at losing or currently have number 3 and number 4 on this list from y'all defense alone. Correction, number 1, 3, and 4 for your defense alone. How do y'all recover? Because I don't think y'all gonna sign all 3. Hargraves, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, and James Bradbury.
We'll probably keep Bradbury and Gardner Johnson. I think Hargrave might go.
Hargraves is gone.
I think Hargrave might go. Guarantee you
too
they
much
go.
of-
Howard purchase never goes as expected. You're right. You're right. It briefs well. It looks good on paper, but can it cross over onto the field? In regards to your question, yeah, Trey.
Too much asking for? Not
Yeah.
or what's is it because of the value? Is it why is he going to be as a top free agent? Why is he not
Hargrave,
going to get
because I don't think Hargrave is producing as much as the other ones are. Gardner
Okay.
Johnson as Bradbury, and we definitely need.
You think
corner.
it's more premium for corner? Corner is more of a
Yes,
premium.
we
So
definitely,
you're placing a premium over corner as opposed to defensive tackle, or is it because of what y'all
Well, see, the
y'all have in
defensive
the
tackle thing is, I think we could pick up one, because we haven't lost LaDominican Sue. We still have Davis.
yeah, you can bring him back under
Yeah.
For pennies, basically.
Right, absolutely. And so I feel like we could do what we need to do with what we have in regard, and we could probably pick on him another one up in free agency instead of keeping Hargrave. And nothing against Hargrave. I like him. I do. I like him a lot. I wouldn't mind keeping, but like you said, there's no way we're gonna be able to keep all 3 of them. It's just not gonna happen. It's not possible.
And you put more of a premium on the secondary.
On the second, I feel like that's part of our Achilles heel. Now, don't get me wrong, our D line didn't do anything in the Super Bowl. We didn't put any pressure on Patrick Mahomes whatsoever. He was able to sit back there and do whatever the hell he chose to do in that Super Bowl. So that is an area of importance. But at the same token, our DBs still have to do their part too. And a couple of games within the season, our DBs did hurt us in certain areas, and then we lost mid-season to due to injury. So we just got to see. Rushing to re-sign Graham to a 1-year deal lets me know he's at the end of his career. Absolutely, Graham is done after this season. Kelsey, I feel like are probably done after this.
Kelsey might be done this season. You think he's going to continue on?
I think he got one more season in him. I think he wants. I think he
isn't he a free agent this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I just re-signed him for 1 year.
Yeah, because he'll probably be a mentor to that backup center that we have. So he'll probably just he'll be a backup center. They'll probably give him, they may lighten up his duty a little bit, maybe, especially if he's in talks to them saying, hey, this is my last season. I'm giving y'all a heads up. I'm giving y'all one more season. And I'm giving you, Jalen, another year in hopes that we can make it back to the Super Bowl and this time win it. So, yeah.
Excuse me. So Bobby Wagner, as we know, he was released by the Rams.
Yes. Yeah, we all knew that was going to happen.
A second-team All-Pro player. He's ranked number. He was second-team All-Pro player last year, and was released. Where do you foresee Bobby Wagner ending up for the 23 season? Or do you think he's going to be one of the players that's going to sit there and tell?
What is he? Mike? Is he a Mike or is he outside?
He's a Mike. I think he's a. Yes, he's a Mike. He's a Mike.
He's a Mike. Yeah, Jerry's on the line. He could. I don't know, man. I don't know who needs a Mike right now. I don't know. That's a good question. He could go to a couple of teams, I'm sure.
Y'all need one?
Nah. That's another bill we don't need. Because how much is Bobby asking for? He probably asking for a group.
He ain't asking for anything right now, but he's like
but when it's all said and done,
he had just like to deal with. That's funny with Rams, but I guess he didn't fit what they needed anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry didn't go after him.
While Coach Cal's on the line, Dalton Schultz is a free agent. What's good, Cal? What's the 4111 Dalton? Why are y'all letting Dalton Schultz go?
The tight end?
Yes, he's a free. He's a
What?
free
Well,
agent.
when he supposed to? Well, he was supposed to leave last year, though. I want to say.
Oh, Cal said bye bye.
When he supposed to leave last year?
What is good? Dalton Schultz gave 600 yards of receiving in 13 games with 8 touchdowns.
I think he was supposed to leave last year. I think Dalton Schultz was like kind of like on the chopping block last season. I want to say. So that's not a surprise.
That's what. So he wants out. Basically, Cal said he wants out. Wow. Whoa. Dalton's like, man, let me go. Y'all played me.
Yeah.
They played me when they had Goddard. They played me. 2 young tight ends, faster and more athletic.
When did this trade have?
Which one? Who's that?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. What the hell? I missed this.
Oh yeah. That was earlier in the week. Oh yeah, that's that. I think.
Oh, this the Bears trade.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big Bears trade. Yeah. Because the Bears got DJ Moore along with
it happened on they won. They happened over the weekend.
It was like Thursday or Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah. Friday.
They won, I think Chicago won that trade.
Yeah, hell yeah. Number 9 overall pick, second round pick in 2023, first round pick in 2024, second round pick in 2025, and DJ Moore. And all they got was a 1 overall pick in 2023, Panthers.
Yeah,
bro.
But that goes to show. Who do you think the Panthers are after?
They just showed it. Hold on, I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you who the Panthers is after. My bad. I'm about to show you exactly who the Panthers are after. They just showed it.
Cal called it the fleece deal. I mean, we'll see if it's a fleece deal depending on what happens. But see, if Panthers don't do what San Francisco did.
This is who they think the Panthers are after right here.
AR-15. AR-15.
No, not just him.
Oh, Bryce Young. I mean, not Bryce Young. That's
that is Bryce Young on the left.
Yeah, Bryce Young. Yeah, Bryce Young. Stroud.
CJ Stroud, and then AR-15. Robertson. Yeah, I don't know, but that's a good question, Calvin. Damn good question.
Where in
Carolina?
They got
Carolina. Who they gonna be passing to?
Yeah.
Who's throwing the ball to?
That means they got something else under their sleeve. They got to.
They must have. Look, if they took the first round pick, where Carolina at? Carolina must. They
lost their number 9 and 12. Carolina had 2 picks, and now they don't have. Now they gave up that second pick. So I don't. So who will he be throwing to? I don't know. Who else is? I don't know. You got me.
You got all of us. Yeah. I don't know. Because you just traded away everything that would have. I mean, DJ Moore is no slouch. How you give up your receiver to try and go get a quarterback when you don't even have now? You don't have him nobody to throw to.
Juju is a free agent. Just talking about Odell Beckham, Juju.
We just talked about what Odell Beckham brings to the table: injuries.
Mike Gesicki is a free agent as a tight end. I guess. I mean. Maybe they're going to try to work something out. DJ Chark is a free agent.
Ooh, just in around the NFL, the Buccaneers are expected to target this quarterback,
Jimmy G,
for their future.
I know they lie.
No, that's what's in around the NFL right now. No, you don't like it, but I know you don't like it, but that's what they talking about.
I know they don't like it. They should.
Buccaneers expected to target QB Baker Mayfield as potential starter.
That's interesting.
That is very
like. Would you do that? Like all the people I know currently.
No,
I know the Raiders are looking at the Raiders as well as Houston are both looking at Jimmy Garoppolo.
Facts.
But why? Why fire the cannons? Why would you? Why? Of all the people that's out there, why Baker? Actually, Baker, I wouldn't mind having Baker in as a backup in San Francisco.
It looks as though OBJ could possibly be headed back to New York. By the Giants wire, the New York Giants met with the agent of wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. at the NFL Combine before
They
attending.
they gave what's his name that money. They need wide receivers too.
They do. And could he go back? And they've already got Saquon.
No, they haven't re-signed Saquon yet.
No, they not. They franchise tagged him. Remember?
Yeah, that's right. He playing on $10 million,
Yeah,
but it's only exclusive. So technically, someone else. The same thing as what's going on with Jackson is the same thing with Saquon. If someone comes and gives a better deal, then they can offer it. They can match it, or they can get 2 first-round draft picks.
So that's what y'all doing, huh, Trey? That's what y'all doing.
I told you.
Y'all resigned this young
man?
man?
We signed Gibson. Yeah.
2.9 mil.
There's some other stuff that he's looking to possibly getting, but I mean, it's just a safety valve.
2.9 mil. For how many years? Oh, it doesn't say how many years. Oh, 1 year. 1 year.
It's a 1 year deal.
2.9.
Giants just resigned Sterling Shepard. So I mean, there's people starting to will and deal. Like you said, it's come. What's today? Today is the 13th. 2 more days. It kicks off to where we start seeing the money getting tossed around.
This is what Trey was talking about. Has been reconstructed to create nearly 36 million in cap space.
Gotta make it fit.
6 million. That's some people's contract already. They freed up. So that tells me, Trey, in my opinion, that tells me that they're not necessarily. It tells me a few things. One, they're not completely sold on Deshaun being worth that all the money in which he was asking for. 2, that he's still good enough to stay as a starter for the Cleveland Browns. And 3, they need that money. Take some of the money from him so they can sign a free.
So they can bring in some people. Yeah.
Yep, bring in some people. Yep, absolutely.
That's definitely what's going on. They gave him all that money, and like I said, it's probably based on the fact of like, bro, we gave you the money. I was like, you only played 6 games for us, and then you ain't even. We wasn't too far out of first place when you started playing, but of course, like he hadn't played in a long time. Like it was only expected that was going to be the possibility. So, I mean, it becomes that. Of course, like we said, Miles Sanders, we know is a free agent.
He is.
Leonard Floyd, Darius Slay. Slayton, Marcus Peters, as well as Peterson, Patrick Peterson, both free agents.
Yeah.
Jimmy Ward, unfortunately, is a free agent currently. San Francisco may not bring him back. You know what? I don't know. I have Jacoby Brissett as a backup either. I'm very sure
you wouldn't mind having him as a backup. You said,
yeah. Arden Key, we losing him, of course. Donovan Wilson, Melvin Ingram, a backup. I mean, on free agent.
For my Washington Commander fans.
Yeah, they re-signed him. So see, he was franchise tag.
Yeah, but he got a huge contract.
He was franchise tag.
He got a Darian Payne got a 4-year, $90 million extension.
Almost 25 years.
Yep, almost 25 million. 25 million a year. Yeah, he's right under at 20, 22.
We'll take Teddy Bridgewater too. We need a backup. We need a good backup. Frank Carr is gone. Alvin Lazard.
Good Lord. What? Are you serious? Offensive lineman is making this much money, bro?
Which one is that?
Chris Lindstrom.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Lindstrom is making. He just signed a 5-year contract, $105 million, extension.
Is he a tackle or a guard? Well, he's probably a tackle.
Tackle. I think he's a tackle. No, he's a guard. Actually, he's a guard. He is a guard.
There you are, Coach Darius. Coach Paris, you know what? It's probably Bishop. I wouldn't doubt it. It's Bishop.
Bishop what? What did I do now?
You think Brady can still play?
No, Brady can. Oh, yeah, he could probably still play. Yeah, he probably could still play. He ain't even been a year removed. What do you mean can he still play? We just seen him play.
Bruh, he couldn't play. That's why he...
No, he could play. We just sat here and said he made it to the playoffs. How can he not play? So
we said he limped into the playoffs too.
But he made it.
You know how he got in the playoffs? He only got in the playoffs because the other teams are trash.
Oh my God.
In his division. That's the only reason he got into the playoffs.
Bro. He still made it, bro. He still made it, regardless of the fact it's not his fault they trash. He did his part.
Well, I was about to say the teams in your division was trash too, but I had to cut myself short.
I think you might want to recant that, sir. Because at one point we was leading everything, partner. Leading everything. Don't sleep on it. Don't
Leighton Vander Esch is a free agent. Dang. Cal Dallas is so dicey. It's like they use you up in your years to be like, oh, go ahead, go let someone else have you.
Dallas just Dallas, man. I mean,
Adam Thielen, a rookie. A free agent.
They say OBJ is in talks with several teams following workout. So he had a workout
on Friday.
Yeah. So he's in talks with several teams from what they say.
That wolf can't still hunt, but he got neck issues.
So with that,
Gardner Minshew, free agent.
Hell, he can go.
David Montgomery is a free agent.
Word?
Yeah, he's up.
Let's go, David. Come on over here.
Y'all
to the green side. Yeah,
26 years old. I mean, I know he got injury issues here and there, but I would, David, I sit up and be like, yo, David, we can bring you in and try you out. Well, y'all need to. He's not made for. He's not the type of running back that we would need.
Several teams are interested in this young man.
McGlinchey. Can't pay him, man.
Several teams are interested in this 49er player.
Can't pay him.
Well, let's go. That is
y'all don't need a lineman. Goodness gracious.
You just sat here and said we need an alignment.
Y'all do. Samalu, y'all about to let go.
Yeah,
he's a free agent.
We do. We could use him. Come on over here to us. What's
your calorie spec? Don't do that. Y'all make two Super Bowl.
Come over here to the Super Bowl.
Don't do that.
We took y'all out.
How many Super Bowls have y'all made in the last?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Okay.
When's the last Super Bowl? Y'all, who won the Super Bowl most recently? Y'all or us? Don't worry, I'll wait. Oh, okay. Come on over here, sir. Come on over to the team.
Y'all won, but we went to a more recent Super Bowl. Oh no, y'all didn't.
We just went. What?
You know what, Bishop? You're triggering me. You're triggering me because you made me realize that the last 2 years we have played in the conference championship.
That's right. You have.
We've been good enough to get back to the conference championship, but
that's
not
as far as I'll get though. That's it. Jake Brendel has multiple teams interested in him heading into free agency, including the Texans. The 49ers are still in the hunt. So right now it's all they're talking about are the Texans and the 49ers. But however, I'm pretty sure there are others.
So
you won't say.
Getting back to Lamar, do you think Lamar is going anywhere, or do you think he's going to be a Raven?
Bro, that is a good damn question. I have no idea. They've already put the franchise tag on him. I'm actually honestly shocked that no one has actually offered him a big contract. Excuse me. Offered him a big contract to get him from out of Baltimore. I just new ones that 10 on. But for whatever reason, that's not happening. I don't know what they're waiting on. Oh, you asked how much cap space do we have?
6 million. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh,
6.2
okay.
million. 6.2 million. But it also said y'all needs a defensive tackle, a cornerback, and a running back. But you have 6.2 million in cap space currently.
Yeah.
And that's before. That's not real. That's without signing anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, Fletcher Cox is on the move too, potentially.
Possibly. Yeah, he's up too. We got a lot of people up. Ooh, breaking news. This was just 8 minutes ago. Oh, they trying to make some space, boy.
Oh, they restructured Cam Jordan's contract too.
Yep,
well, they need to. New Orleans is $25 million under the cap.
Mm-hmm.
Over the cap, 25 over the cap.
Yeah, so they.
But then you gotta think like they don't know what's going on with Alvin Kamara
or Jameis Winston.
They're restructuring Jameis Winston's contract. They restructured his contract
even after bringing in Carr.
Yeah, because they want to keep Jameis on as the backup.
Okay.
So they restructured his contract.
Okay.
So he said there, but they're $25 million. They need an edge rusher, defensive tackle, and running back, but they're $25 million over the cap. So they're not.
Wow. Odell Beckham did that workout in Arizona in front of 13 NFL teams. So there are 13 teams who are interested in OBJ at a $20 million contract. So there you have it. That's 13 teams out there that are looking at Odell at his workout. That's man. That's surprising. I wouldn't think. I thought it was that many.
Seattle has $30 million under the cap.
Yep, I saw that.
Tampa Bay, for the older part, $41 million over the cap.
That's even with Tom gone?
Even with Tom gone, they're $41 million over the cap. It's not looking good for them. Ooh. What's Baltimore?
And they trying to get who? That's what they was trying to get.
They need to stop it. Whatever they try to do, they need to stop it. That's the reason they're going after Baker. They can't offer him too much.
Right. They ain't got nothing to offer.
What's Baltimore? Baltimore is $8 million over the cap.
That's not bad.
They can make that work.
That's easy. Yeah, that's
Buffalo's $19 million over the cap. Cincinnati is $34 million under the cap. But they're talking about letting go of Mixon.
Well, some things happened with Joe Mixon.
Oh yeah, accidentally shooting an 11-year-old kid.
Yeah. So that might be
kids walking around playing with them blasters and stuff like that. He probably thought it was a pistol. In this day and age, ain't no telling. The Houston Texans, $40 million under the cap.
Under.
Ooh,
they could sign anybody.
They could do some damage. But who wants to go to Houston?
Well, see, this is the thing. Houston is a rebuilding. They're rebuilding. Once they got rid of Deshaun, they're pretty much rebuilding because they got rid of that cap. They got rid of that money by getting Deshaun off their books. So, and they didn't sign nobody major. So now they just got picks for the most part. So they really be rebuilding. They might not be a threat within the next couple of years, but give them about 3-4 years. They could probably build something.
Las Vegas Raiders, $39 million under the cap.
Really? Oh, yeah, let Carr go
because they got Carr.
But they haven't done nothing with they still
Josh Jacobs.
And Josh Jacobs,
running back. He's a free agent.
But and then in what did whatchamacallit sign? Did he sign a big contract?
Yeah, he signed a big contract when he got there.
When he went over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, interestingly enough, Kansas City is $16 million under the cap. But of course, like you say, Juju is about to leave. I mean, Juju is a free agent. But I mean, when you look at that, that's as a Super Bowl champion.
$16 million
under the cap as a Super Bowl champion.
But they really don't have. I mean, they pretty much got everybody in line. I mean, do they have a lot of free agents coming from them?
Yeah, they do have a few. Orlando Brown, he's one of them. He's the
I know
second. He's the
Orlando. Yeah, I
second.
saw
Yeah,
him.
he's the
I just saw him
second.
come up.
Yeah, he's one of them. Juju, like I said, Juju. Frank. They
Juju.
just released Frank Clark.
Mhm.
So he's gone. I think they got some players in the wait, so it might work out for them. The Dolphins are currently trying to get they're just a little under $1 million under the cap. New England Patriots $31 million over under the cap. So it's a lot of teams out there that could do some damage.
New England is another team that's rebuilding too, though.
The Jets are $1 million under the cap, but
that's expected. They spend money in this. I'm surprised they ain't over, but yeah, that makes sense.
I was not happy right now with all the front office and their signs during the free agency dash. I guess it's going to get started soon, Cal, in which they'll basically see and kind of get a look at what's going on. Jimmy G, it's going to get interesting because who you think is going to be
$25 million?
Who you think is going to be the first quarterback to fall? To sign with somebody to basically go and sign with somebody that's going to start to cause a domino effect on these teams and new quarterbacks. Because we don't see
it probably will be
Jimmy G. Is he
he's probably the most experienced that's out there on the market.
Yeah, he's the largest actual because he's a legit free agent as opposed to everyone else's franchise tags.
Right. So it'll probably be Jimmy G, without question.
Because you still got Aaron Rodgers out there potentially looking to make deals.
Going to the Jets.
The right Jets.
Yeah.
Like we just said, Lamar Jackson. Let's go, San Fran. Trade.
Y'all ain't got the money. Y'all ain't got the money.
We got the money. We just got to make a trade.
Y'all got to trade.
But you know what? Yeah, it would make sense. Because I was like, would it make sense to bring in Lamar Jackson and trade it's a huge difference in those contracts between Trey Lance and Lamar Jackson. But do you bring that in? Because that's money. Can you imagine Lamar Jackson in a 49er uniform?
Yeah.
Debo.
That would
McCaffrey.
I don't want to imagine that. That's my whole thing. I'm good with not imagining that.
We could potentially be what y'all was last year.
No, let's not. We're not even for the. Ooh. Let's not even think that. Let's not even think that at all.
I didn't even want him, to be honest, Anthony. I would prefer Justin Fields, but Trey Lance is who we got.
Really?
I prefer. I would
that part. But then he's still stuck on Trey Lance being the starter, bro.
They had as a potential starter for the NFC.
Ooh, I like that, Calvin.
Hell no.
Why not?
Why not? No, bro. Why not? Who does that?
Why not? You want Lamar?
No.
Why not?
We don't need Lamar like that.
Why not?
Ain't no one doing that.
That's a good trade. I like that
trade.
Is not a good trade. I think that's a great trade, Calvin. I like that.
Close to a great
y'all
trade.
Still got Debo. Why do you need? You don't need CMC.
Because Debo is a wide receiver. He's not a running back.
Y'all still got Debo, bro.
Elijah Mitchell is serviceable, but we traded away everything behind. We got Hastings, but we traded away everything else to bring in other assets because we had CMC. Nah.
I like that trade.
That is nowhere close to a trade.
That is
not
I
even for
think
Lamar Jackson. No,
he said, "Hell, I feel like that's a formidable trade. I like that trade.
Why would we have to do that? You see what we did with Jimmy
Garoppolo. Because you're getting Lamar Jackson. You have to get.
And you're giving up Christian McCaffrey.
Y'all don't have no leverage. What do y'all have to give away?
We have plenty of leverage. We don't need Lamar.
Okay, Trey.
We don't need Lamar.
Oh, now you don't need Lamar.
We don't need Lamar. Let's get that straight. We don't need Lamar. We just I would want Lamar. We don't need him.
You don't need Lamar.
Running backs running backs come to go, but CMC.
So do quarterbacks. Quarterbacks come and go too.
Nah, we don't need
CMC
Lamar.
Isn't Lamar. CMC isn't Lamar. That's what I'm saying. So why don't they give up CMC for Lamar? If y'all want Lamar that bad, give up CMC for Lamar.
No, that's not going to happen. They're not going to do that. That would be silly.
I think it would be very. I think it would be very beneficial to Baltimore. think that'd be a very.
It will only be beneficial to Baltimore.
How would y'all would get Lamar? How would that be beneficial to y'all? Y'all getting Lamar?
We get Lamar and we lose option in the backfield.
Didn't y'all weren't listen?
We're a running back by committee.
No, but no, y'all no. Don't even say that because y'all really
we are running back by committee.
No, you know y'all not. Y'all can't.
We had Elijah Wilson.
Oh, you talking? Oh, without
we had Wilson. We had Wilson, and we had Elijah Mitchell. We had Wilson, but Wilson we sent on to Miami because we picked up CMC.
So now y'all would have Elijah Mitchell and Deebo Samuels.
No, Deebo is a wide receiver
and Lamar Jackson, and then go ahead and ship off CMC over to the Ravens and keep it kosher, guys. Keep it kosher.
You know what? With CMC in San Francisco, he is potentially the best running back out there, especially with Alvin Kamara struggling.
So, I didn't know that about that.
Mike is silly, man.
How about this? You guys can argue about this on the ASAP. Stop it, Mike. Why? Mike, why are you doing
Lamar
that?
can run, so he picks up CMC. No, y'all bugging, man. Why are y'all trying to? Y'all is tripping.
I like it, man.
Why are y'all trying to get us to come off? We're not coming off CMC. That's not going to happen.
I think it's a great idea.
That's not happening. Christian McCaffrey is going to. The only way Christian McCaffrey is leaving San Francisco is even as a retiree or being released. That's the only way.
Yeah, trade Purdy and Deebo for Lamar. What?
Y'all, no, I know that's nowhere possible. Y'all is on that. Y'all is on some other stuff. Ain't none of them going nowhere. We don't have to trade for Lamar. He's a
you know what? I think you know what? You're right. But I think y'all again, y'all don't have no leverage. I say we trade Purdy and CMC for Lamar. I think that would be a good trade. Stole CMC and I just stole DJ Moore, baby.
We did not steal CMC.
I think that would be a good trade. Purdy and CMC for Lamar. I think the Ravens would take that.
We don't have to trade anything for Lamar.
I think they would take that. I think the Ravens.
All thing we gotta do is give up draft picks and money for Lamar. That's it.
No, y'all don't have draft picks.
We have draft picks. We just don't have no recent draft. Y'all
don't have no draft picks then.
Yes, we have draft picks. We can give up draft picks. We just don't have any.
Ain't nobody trying to give draft picks in 2040. Nobody wants draft picks in 2040, bro. Nobody wants that, man. Well, they want recent draft picks, not 2040 draft picks, bro.
In any case, we appreciate y'all rocking with us today. Y'all know where to find us every Monday through Friday. 09 to 11. What do you say? Just throw True S in there as a important gift. y'all
on today, boy.
Just y'all wait.
Calvin, I ain't mad at you, Calvin.
09 to 1100 every weekday for the most part. In this time, y'all hear this time for we talking about the NFL season is getting ready to get back again. Postseason NBA is back. You can find these handsome gentlemen on the exact name. We sit up, tapped in, ready to go. NCAA action is about to go. I don't know. We might bring back the brackets. We got a couple days.
I like that.
Bring back the brackets. We already got defending champion Anthony Price who skirted out last time. We might run that back. So of course, like I said, always as usual, appreciate y'all rocking with us this morning. We gonna have to tap in. Like I said, we're gonna get with the ladies. I think I got time this week, so we'll have to find out. We'll have to hit the ladies up and find out if we could do that. That match would be crazy. Mike is on one, bro. So of course, like I say, glad to be rocking with y'all this morning. Catch us tomorrow morning, Y'all know what it is as we get to talking about more NFL, NBA, NFL. It's getting close, so you'll know what's coming on. NCAA, all that. Bishop, take us out, bro.
Hey, y'all have a blessed Monday. Enjoy. Be safe. Excuse me. For all you whose kids is out there for spring break, enjoy your spring break. Have fun with it. Be safe with it. Love on someone. Hug on someone. We thank y'all for tuning in to First Formation. Y'all know this morning sports talk. That's who we are. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, Calvin, Don, Anthony P, all the people that came on here. Paris
this morning.
Captain,
Tommy, yes, sir. Marcus,
all of y'all, Marcus,
Leslie, yes, sir.
Leslie, thank you all for tuning in to First Formation. We appreciate you. Y'all have a blessed Monday. Enjoy your week, and we'll holler back at you. Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all have a blessed one.